Hey everyone, I hope that you're doing well. Okay, so you heard about saw part A, and I believe this is the couple via a Facebook photo, and he was found. A body was found in the woods. They're thinking it was him. This is not the first go around for this man with regard to domestic violence. It has been reported that he allegedly had a history of domestic violence, cause for disturbances. So let's listen to this news clip.
Your news later, a young girl injured in a Tunica County triple shooting gets a special escort home after being released from Le Bonheur Children's Hospital. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Stephanie Skurlock.
And I'm Greg Hurst. The girl's release comes nearly a day after the Tunica County Sheriff's Office found a body in a field, a body that investigators believe is the shooting suspect, 42-year-old Markello Braxton. WRG's Harrison Klopp is live in Tunica County where that crime took place. And Harrison, I know that you've uncovered some troubling history in this case.
Craig, Stephanie, good evening. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I've learned that Markello Braxton had a history of domestic violence, and your news leader has been looking into this all day. We've uncovered the fact that there were 7 domestic disturbance calls made to the Tunica County Sheriff's Office involving Markello Braxton and his girlfriend, Nykeria Jude, at their Soleil Drive home address. And this spanned back for years. The first call was July 28, 2015, and the most recent call came on March 10th of this year. Then came last Friday night. Investigators say Braxton murdered Jude and shot his 6-year-old daughter that he shared with her. Also shot was his 24-year-old son. There was a manhunt for Markello Braxton before the sheriff's office stumbled on a dead body in a field. They believe the body is Braxton's and that he died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Braxton's 6-year-old daughter was released from Le Bonheur Children's Hospital today. She's in stable condition. Marcavius Young, the 24-year-old son of Markello Braxton, was released from the hospital on Sunday. We spoke to a local resident yesterday about the incident who was in disbelief about the shooting, saying Markello was a coward.
He's a coward for that one, because I don't honor nothing like that, man. It could have been a lot of ways you could have been did that, but I don't honor doing that to a woman, especially someone that kind and have a sweetheart.
And guys, WRG's Brian Didlake will have more on the 6-year-old girl being released from the hospital with both parents dead from Tunica County.
Wow. And here's the girl. She's 6 years old. And to think she has to live with the fact that her father unalived her mother and then himself. And also his 24-year-old son. Unbelievable. So the young girl, she survived. I just cannot imagine the horror knowing that your father took out your mother and then shot you too. And here's what she just said, a quick statement.
I miss my mommy and her name Nykeria Jude.
Precious little girl.
Wow. She misses her. She's going to miss her mommy.
I miss my mommy and her name Nykeria Jude.
And the father is the one that did this to you. 7 calls. When it gets to the point where you have to call the police to get some peace, first time, okay, we're going to say maybe things got out of hand. Second time, you might be on a roll. That's, to me, third time, you got a presidency. It's just time to leave. And see, a lot of times when you I don't know who had the place, but moving in, having these men in your company like this here, there's no fixing it. There's no, I'm trying to hold my family together. Women are highly emotional. We're more emotional creatures more than men. I get it. But sometimes you have to, when you're trying to maybe hold a relationship together or your family together, if it's taking 911 to keep the peace in your home, somebody needs to get gone. It's simple as that. You have to call 911 7 times. A call to the house. How could you, man, just leave? But I think a lot of times, especially in our community, some of these men, they can't leave because black women are reportedly, what, 84% of the breadwinners. This right here, I do believe, as times get harder, domestic violence is already it's already a high number. Any number to me is high. Okay, but when times get harder economically, with layoffs and what have you, guess what? Do not be surprised as the numbers start to shift. You're going to see more and more of this. I don't care. Poor, working class, middle class, nationality, it does not matter. There have been men who've lost their jobs. Oh, they've done real well. They're providers. Yep. Next thing you know, the whole family's taken out. So sometimes I know women try to hold on to the idea of, I want to keep my family together. Ma'am, it's not together. You can be together living under the same roof, but it's not together. You have a divide. And now the divide, there are differences that people cannot work out. Sometimes it's best to walk away. So when you have differences, you can't talk through them or work through them, and it results to violence. Oh, I got to call 911. And in most cases, that call is because someone's being abusive, not just verbally, but also physically. And then it escalates to this, and now you're on the screen. And a 6-year-old has no mother, no father. Here's the part I hate about it. If the women don't want to leave, just speaking in general, because I don't know them personally, do your kids a favor, give them a chance. If you are deciding to stay in a domestic relationship full of violence, guess what? Do the kids a favor, give them a fighting chance. Can they go and live with someone else who might be willing to take them? Because, see, we know it's more likely going to happen to you. The stats don't lie, the behaviors there, but there's a pattern with DV, domestic violence, family violence. Give the kids a fighting chance. If you want to stay, that's on you. If you want to stay. But do not subject the children to it. So this right here, 6 years old. And if you notice, of course, she didn't say she was going to miss her dad. She said she was going to miss her mommy. Why? Let me guess. Kids know what's going on in the home. Probably seeing dad be so mean to mommy and cruel. Didn't say I'm going to miss my dad. She made it very clear who she was going to be missing.
Miss my mommy, and her name I killed you.
Not going to miss daddy. I wonder why. Probably saw him causing chaos in the home, which probably is the reason why there were those 7 domestic violence calls. The kids are seeing it all. Some women have, and again, not speaking of her because I didn't know her personally, but speaking in general, some women, especially in my community, we've got this thing. Oh, I'm going to save him. I'm going to show him. Well, he doesn't know what love looks like, and I'm going to show him. I said it before, I said it again. No, he's going to show you. And if they start to engage in violence, guess what? You can rest assured that's what he's going to do. I'm going to show him what love looks like. He doesn't understand. Some people try to rationalize violence. Well, it only happened this many times. You know, he only gets mad on Tuesday. So on Tuesday, I'm going to go ahead and stay gone. Try to rationalize the violent behavior. It never works. It just doesn't. Like that girl in her 20s. Oh, she was there with her man, Brad, what have you. And the neighbors heard the violence in the apartment complex. Call 911. The police show up. Girl, that's your chance to get out. And she's like, no, there's not a problem. Everything's okay. Out of fear, I'm assuming. Okay, next thing you know, she's at his father's house. Sometimes it's just best to cut ties with the people just completely. What happened months later? He showed up there. He unalived her, shot her, unalived her, and he even shot his own dad. But the father survived. When he had acted up and they were fighting in that apartment, or whether he was, mishandling her, she should have told the police, yes, that's him, and had him locked up, but she didn't. Oh, let me guess, you're going to fix him. You love him so much. He needs some understanding. See, sometimes when it comes to abuse, I'm starting to think that the women love the men and those men don't love you. The worst thing about it is, guess what? When you're keeping yourself there, and you can try and leave and it's still no guarantee, but when you're keeping yourself in that element, It makes me wonder if you love that man more than yourself, more than your kids. Because he's the problem. The two of you are not going to get along. 7-911 calls, the police, oh, they cannot be posted outside your house. And people say, oh, the system failed. The police cannot move in with you. Why would you stay? It makes me think, and in some cases, maybe the women love these men more than they love themselves and their children. You're going to stick it out and make it work with him, and look what happens. And then he unalives himself. Why couldn't it be man enough to just walk away? Look at all the damage done. And then the grown adult son, that's his son, he shot at him as well. So let me guess. You can't hack it. You're mad at your life. You want to take the whole family out. And the sad thing is, if this man had survived, let's say fast forward he survived and they gave him 10 years in prison. The sad thing is, I'm willing to bet you a dime to a dollar. Out of all of that, he could be in prison and find some foolish woman to be his pen pal. Oh, I understand. Maybe she doesn't understand him like I did. That's happened before. A lady, there was a man who had served like 10 years in prison. I think he either tried to kill his ex-wife or or tried attempted murder, I forget. But it was like really severe. So he'd been there for like 10 years. Do you know he got out and already had a new a new girlfriend lined up, and she had a son. The man got out of prison. Her mother warned her about him. He's like, look what he's done in his past. He's been convicted. Look at what he's done. There's been a trial. Look what he's done. He's been convicted of it. And she didn't listen to her mom. Oh, let me guess. She didn't understand him. Well, guess what happened? Fast forward. He got out of prison. He didn't last too long because they had a difference of agreement. And guess what? He unalived her. Yes, he did. He took her life. He then cut out some carpet in her apartment and rolled her body up in it, then tried to put a rug down. What he didn't know is, guess what? When it had happened, which lets me know there must have been violence in that home before, she had a son of school age, like elementary school. He was in the closet and he saw it all. He cracked the closet door and he saw it all. He even saw the man wrap her bloody, lifeless body up inside the rug and cut it out and take it out and then put a rug down. He thought the kid was in school or hadn't made it home yet, trying to move fast. The kid was already home. The man didn't even last out a year. But hey, at least she had a boyfriend. He took her life and the child saw it all, was in the closet hiding. And I thought about it. Why would a kid be in there hiding? Because there's probably violence in that home and the kid is scared. And the kid knew to hide. What kid is staying in a closet in their home? Why would he be hiding in the closet? No, because it's probably not the first time. Got scared, hid in the closet, be real quiet. And the kid saw it all. And when he left out with the body, what have you, the kid went, got help, told the authorities, and there she was. They found the body in the trash, wrapped up in the carpet, and he tried to be slick and put a what do you call it? Put a rug in place of where the body was. He cut the carpet out of the floor in the apartment. Her mother warned her. So sometimes women have on they think I've got this cape on and I'm going to save the day. I'm going to show him he's going to appreciate me. No, he's going to unalive thee. It's not going to get better. Why? Too many cases seem to dictate it. Anyway, let me know what you all think. This is just so horrible. I cannot imagine a 6-year-old child probably having nightmares, knowing that the father has unalived the mother. And again, what does she say?
And miss my mommy, and her name I killed you.
And who has basically had a negative impact on her life? The father. Why can't he just walk away? Basically, just shooting up your whole family, but the 6-year-old survived instead of the 20-year-old. Just walk away. But I guess you can't when you are a disturbed person full of anger and hate. That's why they can't walk away. Just take out the whole family. Was that his plan? Sad for the mother. I'm glad the two young survived. Domestic violence, I'm afraid, trust me, is the way things are. I'm afraid it's going to be on the rise. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. My heart goes out to the children and all the family members affected. If you are experiencing DV, there's only one thing to do: get out, save your children,